No, he's black, but he has his guy. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. He's number 0, I think, or something. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's really good. What's his face is also good. You remember Chris Harris? Right? Overdose on heroin. His son, who I'm friends with, is playing in Boston College now. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Whoever scores like 20 points for them, they got to go waste his basketball. It's not really. Listen, we have the toughest part of the schedule out of the way already. Like, y'all can't beat us. We don't even have our best players. You guys are returning, aren't you? Where, dude, we're 12 and 9. Dude, BC's like 12 and 9. Well, yeah, you have to. You need like 12 wins to be done. It's not true. The ACC is. Well, I mean, going to the ACC return. No, they need 12 wins in Boston College. Yeah, well, no, I mean, you go into the ACC tournament. The nice thing is. I know, right? No. Dude, then you know Zach August? Yeah. He was like one of my best friends. He plays over in Houston. No, yeah, actually, I think you're right. He took us over the summer. He was in China. They're playing Tampa tonight. Yeah. Dude, I mean, you know what's his face? Pat Connaughton? Yeah. He was my neighbor too. They were both Pat Connaughton. He's with the Blazers, right? He's still pretty damn good. Well, and you can shoot the head. No, Connaughton and Zach August. We used to yeah, no, Pat and Zach, I know Zach. I talked to him. We weren't really that close yet. Where's he from? Mike. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Holy shit. You saw Michigan last year, right? They were good last year. I don't think these are a bad team. They can play with that. What, we lost you guys by 7 points? We're going to be in Houston next week. I mean, there's a chance I'm playing football for them next year. Only if I were to play football. It's a. Oh, it's fucking. It's a deep. I have an offense. So, but that'd be basically it's like 40 years. I have an offer from but that's only good kickoff special. Dude, listen, we'll see. We'll see. It's honestly not good. I was lost with that. I'm not even gonna tell Piper about it until something actually happens. I'm looking. If Hughes hands me something, I'm gonna take Hughes, no doubt. I want to play Carry down, that'd be awesome. And obviously I can stay with my major, although travel is a bitch, but Yo, are you Piper tonight? Are you Piper tonight? I don't know that you can hear me. Listen, we get I'll take one. He's good up there, too. We'll teach him how to do the lights too, Bradley. Bradley. If this was in a football team, so who donated you? Yeah. They donated a lot. So if they but when they die, there's no team. I feel like it's happening. I feel like you don't see this. Listen, I know a lot of kids from up north, from northeast, should make that to a deep football. Guaranteed. I mean, this would have been a swap for more kids to the northeast. I mean, this is. My house in Mass? Yeah. He uses about 4 hours. But they would only come to games where I'm either at BC or when I'm traveling to BC or traveling. I mean, obviously tracking down a Florida team. It could be cool. See my practice there. 43. Oh yeah, it's good. Who are we playing? Wait, they signed Marquis. That's good. I mean, that'll be back. That's a nice addition. Wait, don't you both McKinney? That lineup is dirty. Marlon's obviously not going to be. Oh, they just signed Grandy. Alrighty. If I were to look at it right now, I would probably go. I think the Bills are going to win it, and I go Bills, Braves, Mets. Like last year, the Braves were like neck and neck, and then the Braves pulled away. I think it'll be like that though again this year. I think Reese Hoskins is filthy. Although he's gonna be reminds me of Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson is so up and down. To go where? Oh yeah, no, I don't know. Chipper Jones is a wicked nice guy, people said. Yeah, did you do the game where we played Tampa the other day? No, I don't know. For baseball? Did you? Yeah, didn't we play baseball? Yeah, but I played Tampa. We beat them. You know, 3 of my friends playing with them. They didn't even three or four of the kids. They did. Oh, her? The chick? No. The guy. He's not really big. Yeah, no, the woman. Twins who I'm best friends with, they're my co-captains for baseball, one of them my co-captains for football. They play for SLU, oh my gosh, and then Fort Myers, they're going to be one of them. Holy smokers. They'll be on the team. They're going to go back to back to back to back. Like, I'm serious. They are going to be crazy. To put it in perspective, in their high school careers alone, they got for over the 8 years. Over 100 in high school baseball. I hit three in high school. We hit over 100 points combined. I would have thought you would have looked Wait, are we in the news? What? What happened? Where's Tyler?
The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds. The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds.
Why are you?
The Sailfish Booster The Sailfish Booster The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic team with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic program can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit PBA Sailfish. The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for
Palm Beach Atlantic University women's basketball. The Sailfish
Sailfish
Sports
Booster
Network.
Club.
It is Palm Beach Atlantic with a record of 3-15, taking on the University of Tampa Spartans 15-6. Tip-off time scheduled for 5:30 p.m. here in West Palm Beach, Florida. University of Tampa visiting Palm Beach Atlantic University coming up next on the Sailfish Sports Network.
participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removing this site of competition. We hope you enjoy today's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rubin Arena on the campus of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Tonight's matchup features the visiting University of Tampa Spartans versus your Palm Beach Atlantic University Sailfish. At this time, we would ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the pregame prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. God, thank you for this new day in which we can glorify you through education, work, and athletics. Grant the players and fans safety as they travel home tonight. Thank you for your love. In Jesus' name, amen. And now it's time to meet the teams. First, the Spartans of the University of Tampa. A 5'8" senior from Orlando, Florida, number 11, stays that tighter. A 5'4" junior from Augusta, Georgia, number 12, Chris Nelson. A 6'2" sophomore from Hungary, number 13, Dorian Notch. A 5'9" senior from Naperville, Illinois, number 23, Emily Ashu. A 6'3" senior from Findlay, Ohio, number 32, Lauren Cody. The Spartans are coached by Tom Jesse, assisted by Caitlin Mitchell and Elena Del Alfredo. Sailfish from Palm Beach Atlantic University. A 6' junior from Orlando, Florida, number 1, Anaya Ross. A 5'7" senior from Decatur, Georgia, number 2, Darcin DeShazer. A 5'8" redshirt senior from Toronto, Ontario, number 11, Mina Salia. 5'6" freshman from Tampa, Florida, number 12, Victoria Self. A 6'1" senior from Lakewood, Florida, number 21, Jonica Garvin. The Sailfish are coached by Manisha Reedus, assisted by Sean Jones.
And welcome to West Palm Beach, the Rubin Arena on the campus of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Dietrich. Happy to bring to you the first of 2 contests today between these 2 universities. It'll be the ladies coming in with a record of 3-15, taking on Sunshine State Conference rival University of Tampa Spartans, who are 15-6, 9-4 in the conference. Sailfish picking up their first conference win last time here at home. The Sailfish were able to get the win against Lynn University 67-45 on January 30th and look to continue their winning ways here today in the friendly confines of the Rubin Arena. Take a look at Tampa's starting lineup. Stasia Titer out there along with Chris Nelson, Dory Nagy, Emily Ishu, and Lauren Kati. Lauren Cote, sorry, for the Sailfish. It is Mina Salya, Victoria Self, Jonica Garvin, and Aya Ross and Darsan DeShazer on the court. We get set for the tip. It's in the air, and it looks like Tampa will control it in their traveling red uniforms. Tampa across the front, Sailfish in their alternate gray unis. We get started. Tampa moving left to right across your screen. Thinking about that three and pulling it back down was Chris Nelson. Nelson took a lot of threes in the warm-ups, and she was knocking plenty of them down just as Dory Nagy knocks this one down to start off the contest, 2-0 Tampa. Self with the basketball, looks to break that press, gets it to DeShazer. Here's Shaya driving and looked inside for an Aya Ross, but it is off of Tampa and out of bounds. Spartans will go with a quick substitution. Julia Ingram will come into the ball game. Tom Jesse, head coach for University of Tampa. Caitlin Mitrick and Elena De Alfredo on that bench helping along with the instruction to their Spartan squad. Sailfish with the ball. Here's Salya. Kicks it out to Self. Self will try to reset the offense. Gets it back. Salya wants it, gets it. 4 to shoot. Drive's going to have to put it up, and we got a traveling violation on Mina Salya. It'll be a turnover against Palm Beach Atlantic. Only one shot has gone up here in the first minute. It was by Tampa, and it went in. They lead it 2-0. 3 ball in the air, and it's through the bucket. Tampa 2 for 2. And their first attempts, that one knocked down by Ingram, who just as I mentioned, entered the ball game just a few seconds ago. Garvin over to Self. Makes a move, line into the lane, kicks it out. DeShazer puts it up. Looks like her foot might have been on the line, but misses it either way, and we got a whistle. Foul's going to be on Tampa. That's Stasia Titer. That'll be her first, team's first. Self needs to get it in. Finds Salya. Back to Victoria. Shot clock winding down to 20. Self with a high pass well over the reach, out of the reach of Darsan DeShazer. That's a second Sailfish turnover. Boy, we've seen the evolution of Victoria Self out there. She's gotten so much better as the season has moved on. Right there, kind of going back to how we saw her in our first couple ball games. Just a little wild pass. Here's a second 3 ball in the air and through the net by Julia Ingram. And the Spartans lead at 8-0. They've taken 3 shots. All 3 have gone through, and there's a timeout on the court. It's a media timeout. Tampa leading 8-0.
So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community.
A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
anchored in values,
anchored in truth.
We educate, mentor, pray for our students
so they can confidently
launch.
Out of the timeout, Sailfish trying to figure something out as they sat down with their head coach, Manisha Reedus, and LaShawn Jones on the side, being held scoreless. Only got up 1 shot so far and have turned it over twice. In result, they trail the Spartans 8-0. And we are a minute 45 into this one. And that second horn means we are off and running. Self to bring it up. Moving right to left across your screen. High corner she goes. Driving, looking for a lane, tries to go with the right hand, but instead has it stripped away. It'll stay with Palm Beach Atlantic. Self trying to get the fish in motion, goes to the safety outlet to Shazer. She's being guarded up by Ishu. Self thought about it. Every time she launches one up, it is a rainbow of a shot, but she's been on target a lot this year. There goes one high and through the net. Sailfish on the board. 8-2, they trail Tampa here in the first. Ingram will bring it up over the timeline. Self up on her, backs off a bit. Tampa looks to be running a motion offense. Pretty simple. Salia, good job using her body to kick tighter out of her spacing underneath the basket. It goes back out to Ingram, 10 to shoot. Pass on the inside. Brilliant move by Cote. And it's 10-2. Tampa yet to miss a shot. They're 4 for 4. Garvin comes right up behind Self. Victoria being led up the middle. Feeds it into the corner. Salia passes up a three, moves in closer, and the bunny drops in. 10-4, Tampa with the advantage. Salia with her first bucket. Sailfish now 2 of 3 from the field. We've only seen one missed shot. That was by Palm Beach Atlantic and a deep jumper by Darsan DeShazer. These teams combined 6 for 7 now from the field. Nagy, nice move on Ross, misses it. Gets it back for a moment, and then we're going to get a foul called on Anaya Ross underneath. That'll be her first, team first. Tampa will return Chris Nelson into the lineup. Julie Ingram will sit down with 6 points, hitting both three-point shots she took. 16-footer blocked by Garvin. Getting it right back, putting it up is Dorian Nagy, but the Fish come away with it. DeShazer feeds it off. Yaz will bring it out, give it back to Darsan. Thinking about that three, drives in, goes up, contact, no whistle, and a good block by Cote. Here comes the Spartans. In the corner, wanting it was Ishu, but Nelson not seeing her. Nagy drops his shoulder, drives in, Self rips it away. Victoria Self reaches in, gets the turnover. Salia will pass up on the three-point shot, give it to Garvin, back into the hands of Victoria Self with 20 to shoot. 5:50 on the clock here of the first. Garvin wants 3 off the side of the iron, no good. Tampa with the board. Nagy will haul that one in. It's up ahead to Nelson. Nelson at the top of the key. Up to Nagy. Makes a move, and we got 3-second violation on Tampa. That'll turn it over, and the Sailfish will take advantage and swap some personnel into the ballgame for PBA. Taylor Labs will check in along with Claudia Charles. Charles, one of those deep threat Sailfish. Charles, out of the year, has launched 59 three-point attempts. That's second to Taylor Labs, 62. Charles only hitting 22% of those shots. Labs closer to 30%. Self can't get the roll. Charles misses on the follow. And here comes Nelson. That was an interesting, almost double dribble right there. 16-footer in the air through the net. Stasia Tighter connects. And Tampa continuing to shoot well. Now 5 of 8, and they have a 12-4 advantage. Under 5 minutes to go, Labs has to go in and out of her hands. Now she's tied up in the corner. It will be a jump ball call. It'll stay with Palm Beach Atlantic.
Jump ball.
Self will be the trigger, floats it in, gets it over the head of Nelson to Garvin. Labs from the corner for 3, off the iron and off the support bar above the hoop. It's out of bounds, back to Tampa. Sailfish now 2 of 8 from the field. Tampa's connected on 5 of their 8 attempts, including 2 3-pointers by Julia Ingram. Ingram on the bench. She came in for Chris Nelson momentarily, and then now she goes back to sit as Nelson is back into the ball game. Has it now. Nelson drives, kicks it out. Garvin gets a hand on it. It'll stay with Tampa. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Sailfish substitution. Jessica Nodell will come in for Mina Salya. Salya sits down with 2 points. Into Nelson, 5 to shoot. She's got to make a decision. Dishes it off. Titer puts it up around the rim. No good. Rebounded by Self. Self over the timeline into the forecourt. Loses it on the cross. Garvin goes down and gets tied up with Nagy. The jump ball will go to Tampa. Ibiola Oyedeji will come in. We're under 4 minutes to play here in the first. Spartans leading 12-4. Oyedeji will back off on Nelson. Nagy gives it back. Back out to Nelson. He's got a little bit of spacing. Thinking about the three. Nagy. Spin move inside. Goes up on Garvin, and we're going to have a late whistle and a foul on Jonica Garvin. That'll be her first. Second on Palm Beach Atlantic. That will send Dory Nagy to the line. Nagy with an impressive move on the inside. The 6'2" sophomore transfer from USF. A native of Hungary hits down the free throw. Nagy on the season, 74% free throw shooter. She gets to the line a lot. 105 attempts on the season, has now hit on 79 of them, and she increases Tampa's lead to 13-4. Oyedeji gets it up to Labs. Labs returns the favor. 3.5 to play in the first. Garvin with a little bit of a screen, and then it goes through the hands of Jessica Nodell and out of bounds. Another turnover. That is the fourth give back by Palm Beach Atlantic. And we're here in the first. Something that they did, I believe, if memory serves me right, only 8 times in the entire ballgame in their conference win last week. Feed inside, a Cote goes up, miss, gets it back, kicks it out to Nelson. Fresh shot clock to work with, 3 minutes here in the first. Nelson looking to penetrate, goes up. Nodell gets a hand on it. Labs will pick it off. Taylor to bring it up. Oyedeji in control. Ibby. Garvin drives in, drops the shoulder, and an offensive foul. Sloppy play by the Sailfish in the first. Garvin having a career game, 28 points in that victory here at home against Lynn on the 30th. Anaya Ross will check back into the ball game. She has 1 personal foul. She'll come in for Garvin. And with 2.5 to play, it is Nelson to bring it up. Oyedeji giving the spacing. Nelson super quick. So is Ibby. Nagy drives, good dish on the baseline, and the shot over the rim. Cote not able to connect. Oyedeji brings it up 2 minutes to go here in the first. Nelson on Ibby, feet on the inside. Ross goes up strong with the right hand off the glass. Ross with her first 2 points, and it's 14-6 Tampa. Nelson, line, lane, retreats out, hands it off. Ishu back to Nelson, 15 to shoot. Nelson telling Titer, cut down. And it's Nagy crossing over on the court. Ishu with a spin move, looks over to Nagy in the corner, 3 ball in the air, off the iron, rebound Oyedeji. Back to Labs, deep three in the air and off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nelson. As we approach a minute to go here in the first, Nagy has it. Trying to shake off Charles, needs help. Nelson again passing up another open three out to Nagy. She moves in a little closer and a little too much on the rim, but she'll follow and get her own rebound. Fresh shot clock to work with. Darsan DeShazer getting ready to check back in. Ishu, 15-footer fading away. Shot of the rim, no good. Rebound Charles. Oyedeji almost loses the handle. She puts up the jumper, no. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul on Anaya Ross. That should be the second and is on the Sailfish Jr. out of Orlando. Darsan DeShazer will finally check in for Tampa. Malaysia Sullivan. Nelson will bring it up for the Spartans. About a second and a half difference between the shot clock to the game clock. Most certainly Tampa's going to try and get this down as low as they can and potentially have the final shot here in the first. They lead at 14-6. We're down to 10. Nagy makes a move on Charles. Oyedeji steals it away. Oyedeji with the strip. She's going to bring it up. Down to 1 second. Flips it up with the right hand, and it's off the mark. Leading us to the end of the first quarter. Tampa with a 14-6 lead here on the Sailfish Sports Network. We will be back with more Sunshine State Conference basketball on the Sailfish Sports Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back here at West Palm Beach, Florida. Hi, everyone. Chris Dietrich from the Sailfish Sports Network. Happy to be with you for this game one of a doubleheader in the Sunshine State Conference. The ladies playing right now. The men will tip things off a little later. TJ Budd will be on the call for that one. Sailfish trailing 14-6. They have turned the basketball over 5 times after only doing so 8 times in their victory against Lynn back on the 30th. They will start off the second with possession of the basketball. Oyedeji, Charles, Labs, DeShazer. And in the opposite corner, Jessica Nodell. 15 to shoot. Oyedeji drives. Might have gotten away with a walk. Flips it out. DeShazer launches it from deep too much off the backboard and taken away by Tampa. It's Ingram who has 6 points. Will push it up. Sullivan had it, lost it. Oyedeji comes away with it. Back the other direction we go. Deep three by Charles. That one missing everything. It'll go out of bounds as Victoria Self will come in for Ibiola Oyedeji. Tampa with the ball. As we move the camera over into the opposite end, I want to point out Mr. Carlos De Jesus, the official underneath the basket of the baseline there. I gotta like his shoe selection. He is not as good as that shot selection right there. Anastasia Titer puts it in, but prior to the game, he showed up and forgot to wear black shoes, so he's been eyeballing everybody in the Rubin Arena. As this goes out of bounds, it'll stay with the Sailfish, trying to see who might have the same shoe size. And, of course, he found yours truly and said, hey, man, how's it going? What size shoe do you wear? And next thing you know, he's wearing my kicks out there. DeShazer looks to Labs. They get it to Nodell. Back to Labs. 15 to shoot, and Self has control. Down to 10. Victoria crosses over, gets it to Labs. Nodell left open with 5 to shoot. Drives, makes a brilliant move, then loses the handle. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Palm Beach Atlantic. Kenny Stang going to check in along with Garvin. There's 2 seconds on the shot clock. Self to send it in. He's got to find somebody. Gets it to Garvin. No, it's stolen away. Nagy swipes it. Ingram has it, tied up by Self, feeds it on the inside. Tighter. Finding an open Nagy. Ingram says, hold up, let's just kick this thing back out and reset it. 15 to shoot. We're here in the second quarter. Stasia Tighter able to get it inside. Nagy making a move on Charles, goes up, puts it off the rim, no good. Can't get the roll. Self with the rebound. Nagy now, surprisingly, 1 of 7 from the field. She has 4 points, knocked in 1 bucket, and then hit both her free throws. She's gotten some good looks underneath thanks to some nifty moves, but just hasn't been able to get the bounce right here. Garvin gets the moves, gets the bounce, and Sailfish trailed by 10. Sorry, by 8 now. It's 16 to 8. As Garvin puts in her first bucket of the evening. They're looking inside for Tighter Hazard, almost triple team nearly. Darsan comes out of the triple team. Inside the Nagy, off the shot of the rim. No, Stang with the rebound. She'll get it to Garvin, brings it over the timeline. Jonica back out to Stang, and they're going to rotate it back to Self, who's left wide open. Victoria pushes off, throws it up, no whistle. Rebounded by Nagy. Nagy with her 5th rebound to kind of make up for the 1 of 8 shooting. Ishu on the inside to Nagy, leaving Sullivan open. The whistle and a 3-second violation on Tampa will turn it back over. There you see Mina Salia come back in. Tampa out rebounding Palm Beach Atlantic 11 to 10, and are a +1 in the turnover category. Sailfish giving it up 6 times, Tampa only 5. With the points off turnovers, 7 for Tampa. PBA has not been able to get anything in as Charles launches it up and knocks it in. Claudia Charles pulls the Fish within 5 with 6.5 to go here in the first half. Charles with her first points and driving and putting it in on the opposite end is Sullivan for her first 2. Back to a 7-point advantage, which is exactly the amount of points the Spartans have gotten off Sailfish turnovers here so far. DeShazer wants a 3, puts it in the air, a little too much. Rebound goes out to Tampa, hauling it in is Cote. Ingram dangerous from deep. 6 points, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Moves inside. Tighter for a 3. Too much. Rebound to Shazer. Darsan to push through the defense. Loses it. Gets it back. Flips it to Katie Stang, who gets it to Garvin. And now Salia looking back towards the bench as Coach Reedus giving a little bit of a direction. 12 to shoot. Stang not able to get good foot positioning to get that shot up. Salia flips it up with the left hand. Garvin with the rebound, goes up, contact, no foul. Taken by Tampa. Sullivan back the other way. Flips it to Ishu. Had Ingram open, she'll move in a little closer and it pays off. Ingram now with 8 points. And it's a 9-point advantage with 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Salia Ishu trying to guide her to her left. Stang has it inside to Garvin. Garvin with a little jumper off the glass, bounces in and out, no good. Tighter. Taylor Labs getting set to check back in for the Sailfish. Moving up on the left side, no good off the glass by Sullivan. Rebounded by Tampa, back into the hands of Ingram, who will reset the offense. Sullivan fading away in the key, front of the rim, no good. Tip out by Cote to keep it alive, and Ingram with the basketball. Third chance for Tampa on this drive. Stang comes up, steals it away. Stang on the move, goes all the way down and will lay it in off the glass. Katie Stang coming out with the steal and the bucket. Palm Beach Atlantic gets it back within 7. Stang with her first 2 points, and now we get a foul on the other end. That'll be on Salia. We'll take a look at Katie Stang's strip. She comes, whoop, I got it. And then just breaks away, lays it in fundamentally at their first 2 points of the ball game, with the Sailfish trailing by 7, 20-13 the score. We'll take a short break here in West Palm Beach and be back with more Sailfish basketball.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from the outside what a personal injury law firm actually does. We're busy meeting our clients, learning about their injuries, and hearing about how the accident has affected their life. We do all the work to make sure the insurance company takes your case seriously. We strategize and we prepare for trial. We spend our days and even our nights pursuing justice and protecting the rights of our clients. That's what we do.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Well, with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half, Sailfish trailing by 7. Katie Stang with that big steal and lay-in, hopefully giving the Fish a bit of a spark. We've still yet to see that young lady there in jersey number 21, Jonica Garvin, to really get things going. Only 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting after a 28-point performance last time here at home. If they do get her going, Tampa needs to look out, because really nobody's really exploded for Tampa. Ingram with 8 points. She knocked down 2 threes and then a medium-range jumper. She has the basketball right now. We'll give it up to her left to Sullivan. Nelson will find Ingram opposite side. 7 to shoot. Cote with 2 to shoot. Got to put it up. Nelson puts it up, but she didn't get it off in time. It is a shot clock violation. Turnover number 7 for Tampa. Mentioned just a few, well, in the first quarter, halfway through the second here, Sailfish were not able to get any points off turnovers. They've now been able to accumulate 5 as Salia has the basketball. Let's see if they can get another one here. Garvin making a move, drawing the contact. She will go to the line. It's something we haven't really seen from her, and she used a lot. She's a tremendous free throw shooter. Garvin on the season, 75% from the charity stripe. Has knocked down 76 of 101. Here's number 102 on the season, and it is through. Sailfish within 6, trying to make it 5. Garvin aims and fires. A little too much, and Katie Stang trying to hustle for it. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sailfish. So Mina Salia will be the inbounder. Stang goes to the corner, they get it to Garvin. Back to Stang, quick trigger from 3, too much. Rebound Tampa. It's Lauren Cote pulling it down. She now has 5 rebounds, Feed in the inside, nobody there, stolen away. Shalia has it with a smile as she brings it over the timeline. Top of the arc, over to Labs, open for 3. Release, rotation off the rim. No, Garvin fighting. Contact made, no whistle, but she hustles in there to put it down. She now has 5 points, and the Sailfish are within 4, 20-16 with the timeout taken by Tampa. We'll take a break as well and return here to West Palm in a few moments.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from the outside what a personal injury law firm actually does. We're busy meeting our clients, learning about their injuries, and hearing about how the accident has affected their life. We do all the work to make sure the insurance company takes your case seriously. We strategize and we prepare for trial. We spend our days and even our nights pursuing justice and protecting the rights of our clients. That's what we do.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
Tampa basketball out of the timeout, 20-16. They have the lead. I can hear whispers along the scores table. We're shocked that it's this close of a game. Nobody really stepping up right now. Tampa shooting only 35%. Palm Beach Atlantic only 28%. Here's Ingram, 7 to shoot. Out to Tyler, they feed it inside. Cody puts it up off the glass, hits the rim, but it's a miss, and it's Garvin with the rebound. Here she comes, near side to Labs, and loses the handle as she tried to get it across court. I would imagine Ingram will bring it up. Labs on the defense, out to Nelson. Drop it down inside the Nagy, who kicks it out. Jumper in the air, no good. The miss by Cody. Boy, the shooting just mentioned how they were 7 of 8, 6 of 7 from the field as Stang launches one and misses from the corner. To start the ball game, they were 6 of 7 combined. Now they're 15 of 50. Stang will kick it out of bounds. Good defense just to throw the foot out there. Tampa's substitution, we'll see Ishu return. Cody will sit down. DeShazer will get off the bench and come in for Katie Stang. 77 seconds here in the first half. Tampa basketball, Nelson inbound. Tyder gets it. 15-footer from the elbow by Tyder. Increases the lead to 6. Yes, around the screen. Garvin left open for a moment. DeShazer, good feed inside of Ross. Ross off the glass. And she now has 4, the lead down to 4. 40 seconds to go, 22 on the shot clock. Nelson. Darsan splitting that double screen, ball kicked away, stolen by Labs. Labs has it on the deflection. She's going to lead it up, gives it to Shalia. Jump stop underneath, and then loses the basketball. Ishu comes away with it, up to Nelson. Nelson then feeds it on the run, right side land by Stasia Tyder. And it's 24-18. Palm Beach Atlantic will play for the final shot of the first half. Down by 6, 7 seconds. Garvin drives, puts it up, can't get it to go in. It deflects and out of bounds. It'll go to Tampa with .7. Sailfish hoping that Garvin would be able to get at least a foul called. Instead, the Sailfish will go to the locker room. I'd say grateful they're only down by 6 right now. PBA shooting 29% from the field, 8 of 28 in the first half. Tampa 37%, 10 of 27. Tough first half for both ball clubs. We're going to take a break, and we will return here to West Palm Beach for more Sunshine State Conference basketball action. Tampa leading 24-18 over the Sailfish.
The next time you travel to town to watch the Fish do battle, consider staying at the official hotel partner of Palm Beach Atlantic Athletics, the Holiday Inn Airport and Conference Center. The Holiday Inn is conveniently located less than a mile from the Reeker Athletic Campus and is easily accessible to Palm Beach International Airport and our downtown campus. With deluxe accommodations for teams and fans alike, be sure and choose Holiday Inn for your next overnight stay, and don't forget to ask for the special PBA Sailfish rate. Jimmy John's of West Palm Beach is a proud sponsor of Palm Beach Atlantic Athletics, as well as the freaky fast sandwich choice of Sailfish everywhere. Whether ordering for one or a whole team, Jimmy John's can deliver right to your doorstep here in downtown West Palm Beach and provide you with some of the best sandwiches around. The Clematis location is just a few blocks away from campus, or order online at jimmyjohns.com. The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club. Looking for a night out with friends or family after the game? Consider any one of the 15 Duffy Sports Grill locations here in Palm Beach County. Visit the Clematis location just 1 mile from PBA for great food, excellent service, and a sports watching experience like nowhere else. Head over to duffysmvp.com for the full menu, including great lunch specials, and to check out their 10 delicious wing flavors. The Arrigo Automotive Group are longtime supporters of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Known for their wide selection of vehicle offerings at multiple locations in South Florida, Arrigo offers a comprehensive new and used car buying experience including parts, service, and repairs, not to mention straightforward financing. Search their inventory and schedule a test drive from your smartphone or by visiting them online at arrigo.net today. Are you in need of the latest Sailfish gear? Visit pbasailfishgear.com for all the best in Sailfish products. The official online store of PBA Athletics has everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, and polos to drinkware, business accessories, and even pet supplies. Visit pbasailfishgear.com, your one-stop shop for Sailfish swag. Aramark serves as the official food service provider of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Whether it's the Fraser Dining Hall, Einstein Brothers Bagels, or our very own Green Complex Chick-fil-A, the friendly folks of Aramark are ready to serve the PBA community. Aramark serves over 1,500 colleges and universities worldwide with 270,000 employees meeting the needs of their clients every day. Find out more by visiting aramark.com. Every Sailfish team aims to look good on and off the field. So when it comes to our Nike apparel needs, we always turn to AdPro Sports. From uniforms to practice gear and everything in between, AdPro Sports outfits all 17 Palm Beach Atlantic sports teams while serving as a one-stop shop from concept to reality. Learn more by visiting adprosports.com. Academy Bus is the largest privately owned and operated transportation company in the United States and is the official out-of-town transportation provider of Sailfish Athletics. With a central operations center located here in Palm Beach County, Academy Bus is who our Sailfish teams turn to for away game trips. For more information or to reserve a trip for your group, visit academybus.com. When it comes to a post-game meal celebration, the Sailfish always turn to Buffalo Wild Wings. Founded in 1982 with one restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, Buffalo Wild Wings has grown to at least one location in all 50 states and specialize in providing a fun-filled atmosphere and great-tasting food. Visit the West Palm Beach location at 4576 Okeechobee Boulevard for your next family dinner or group outing. Do you want Sailfish content delivered straight to your inbox? Sign up for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com to get customized content delivered directly to your email as soon as it's available online. Customize your content to stay current with your favorite teams, or get it all to know the latest from all 17 programs. Sign up today for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com. Looking for a night out with friends or family after the game? Consider any one of the 15 Duffy Sports Grill locations here in Palm Beach County. Visit the Clematis location just 1 mile from PBA for great food, excellent service, and a sports watching experience like nowhere else. Head over to duffysmvp.com for the full menu, including great lunch specials, and to check out their 10 delicious wing flavors.
And we're just about a minute and 45 seconds before beginning the second half of action here in West Palm Beach, Florida, on the campus of Palm Beach Atlantic University. University of Tampa with a 24-18 lead over the Sailfish. And in the first half, Sailfish shot abysmal, 29%, 8 of 28. Tampa didn't do a whole lot better, 10-27 for 37%. The thing with Tampa was they got a lot of points off turnovers, but Palm Beach Atlantic able to come back and get 8 points off turnovers of their own. I believe take a look at some numbers, and we also take a look at some first half highlights when they're available. We'll have those running up for you, and here they go. Let's roll it up. Take a look at Tampa out front. Julia Ingram able to knock down her second of 2 3-pointers in the first half, and then Victoria Self with the rainbow shot, dropping it down. Tampa again continuing to shoot well from the field, but then, you know, this is the one we got to get going here. Jonica Garvin, who goes inside for 2 of her 5 points to the first half. Ingram was back at it again with that short jumper. She provided 8 points in the first half, tying tighter for the team lead. And right here, Katie Stang tried to get the Sailfish going with the steal and the bucket. That got them within 6. And right now we are 24-18 score. Tampa with the lead. And for the Sailfish, Stang able to get that 2 in right before the end of the first half. But she got on the board along with 5 other Sailfish getting points in that first half. Garvin with a team high 5. Ross had 4. And then you got Charles hitting her lone 3-pointer with 3 points. Self with 2. Stang with 2. And Mina Salia also with 2. On the other side, it's Ingram and Titer with 8 points each. And then Dory Nagy put in 4 points to contribute as well. Both teams out on the court as we get things started here in the second half. Sailfish a little behind as Darsan DeShazer trying to inbound it as Victoria Self out there, Mina Salia, Jonica Garvin, and Anaya Ross all out on the court. And here we go. Self will bring it up. Sailfish now moving left to right. Salia has it, rotating on beyond the perimeter to DeShazer. Back to Yaz. Darsan has it. Mina for 3. It's in the air. It's through the net, and the Sailfish make it a 24-21 deficit right out of the locker room. Sailfish bench getting vocal. Fans liking that triple try dropping down. Here's Nagy with a deep jumper, and she answers. Tampa on top by 5, 26-21. Both teams knocking down their first shot attempts here in the second half, 30 seconds into the half. Remember, the first half started off pretty well for both teams, combining a 6 of 7 from the field. Self with a floater along the baseline. No. Rebound Tampa. Stasia Titer pulls it down. Titer takes it herself. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Anaya Ross tiptoeing that baseline, gets it to Salia. Mina will bring it up. Self feeds it to Ross. Anaya puts it up with the right hand. No, gets the rebound. Back off the glass. No, rebounded by Tampa. Coming away with it is Emily Ishu. Ishu gets it to Nagy. Quick decision jumper, and Nagy 2 for 2 here in the second. She now has 8 points, and it's 28-21. Ingram, Titer, and Nagy all with 8 points. 3 of them accumulating for 24 of the 28, and then Salia knocks one down. So it's back and forth jabs by both teams to start off here in the third. Nagy with a move on Ross, leaves it wide open as she rolls it in off the glass. And I don't know who's going to stop Nagy. She has all 6 points for Tampa here in the second. Self trying to go in between a double team, but it's stolen away. Titer. Now it's Ingram. Nagy wants another one, and off the mark this time, rebounded by Garvin. Jonica to bring it up. Salia wants it. Mina knocked down to 3 earlier. Gets it to Shazer for 3, and it looks like it might have been tipped. Anaya Ross with the offensive rebound. Puts it off the glass. Roll not going to go through. Ishu. Nagy left all alone. Now it's Titer with 16 to shoot. Malaysia's Sullivan. Back to Titer. Up for three. No, rebounded by Self. 7 minutes here in the third. Coach Reedish telling Self, let's calm it down a little bit. Salya around the Garvin screen. Three-pointer by Self off the mark, rebounded by Tampa. It's Sullivan coming down with it. Sailfish now 2 of 12 from beyond the half circle. Nagy, another deep jump shot, sets, fires, and she hits it. Nagy now 3 of 4 in the second, and she has 10 points on 4 of 12 shooting. Salya wide open, calling for it. Self gets it to her. Mina gives it back, they rotate it. Darsan, deep three off the iron, no good, and out of bounds it goes back to Tampa. Well, I'll tell you, when Darsan wants to shoot the basketball, she is going to shoot the ball. DeShazer now 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point land. And the Sailfish now shooting 27%. Nagy cuts down, Ingram fakes the three, Labs on her. Titer. Aishu to a cutting Sullivan. Fades away, jumper up, not going to get the roll. Nagy fighting for the rebound. Garvin is there with Charles. It'll stay with Tampa. Ingram set to inbound, 5.5 to play. In the Nagy. Out to Titer for the jumper, no good, rebounded by Charles. Labs gets the screen. Garvin on the inside, double team, puts it up, gets it to go in. Garvin now with 7. And the lead is 7 for Tampa. Aishu. Sullivan's just going to pull up and knock it down. Spartans now shooting 40% from the field and have a 9-point advantage. Aishu on Yaz. Mina. 15 to shoot. Labs. Back to Mina. Gets inside, and she's able to hit it. Mina Salya now with 9 points, and the lead back to 7. Salya 4 of 5 from the field. Has knocked down one tray. Nagy gets it out. Here's Sullivan. Back to Nagy. Moving on, Charles inside, right hand, bucket, and the foul. Claudia Charles with her first team foul here in the third. And we got a timeout on the court. It's a media timeout. We'll be back. Tampa 36, Palm Beach Atlantic 27 on the Sailfish Sports Network.
So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community. A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
Anchored in values,
Anchored in truth.
we educate, mentor, pray for our students,
so they can confidently
launch.
Sailfish hoping to take care of business here tonight, and they will then hit the road for some more Sunshine State Conference action. It'll be Rollins on February 9th, and then Florida Southern on the 13th before they return back home here to the Rubin Arena to take on Eckerd and Barry. That'll be February 16th and 20th, and then let's close it out at Embry-Riddle towards the end of the month on the 23rd. Charles at the line right now. I'm sorry, Nagy at the line after being fouled by Charles. She'll complete the three-point play and now have 15 points on 6 of 14 shooting. Was 1 of 8 in the first half and is now 5 of 6 here in the third quarter. Salia into the corner, Labs, quick trigger three, in the air, through the net. Taylor Labs puts the Sailfish at the 30 mark. Tampa with a 7-point advantage. Labs with her first points of the ball game. Rebound by Garvin. She'll push it. DeShazer gets it to Salia. 15 to shoot. Labs back over to Darsan. Labs open for three. In the air, off the iron. Ingram will let it bounce out of bounds. It'll go to Tampa. Good job by the Sailfish to get Labs open for that three look. She just was not able to knock it down and is now 1 of 5 from the field. All of them have been three-point attempts. Nearly throwing it away was Tampa. Aishu able to get a hand on it. Titer kicks it out. Ingram feeds it back to Titer. Pump fake goes up under. Blocked by Garvin. Garvin comes away with it. Garvin on the move. Bounce pass to DeShazer to her left. Shot is up, no good. Garvin can't haul it in. Instead, it's Aishu coming down with it. Ingram will bring it over the timeline. 2.5 to play here in the third. Titer, jumper, got it. Stacia Titer now in double digits with 10 on 5 of 12 shooting. Her and Nagy have just demolished the Fish here today. 25 of their 39 points belong to those two. And then Ingram, let's not forget her, who has 8 points, had 8 points in the first basically 4 minutes of the game. Here's Salia for three. And number 11 knocks down the triple, her second of the ball game. Mina now with a dozen. 39-33, Salia shooting confidently, 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Titer puts it up, in and out, no good on the roll. Nagy with a rebound over Charles. Ingram for three, and she hits her third. Julia Ingram now with 11. And the big three, Ingram, Titer, and Nagy, have scored 36 of the 42 Tampa points. Salia filling the hot hand, pushed back a little bit by Aishu around the screen. Labs launches a three. It's up, it's off the rim, no good. And out of bounds, it'll go back to Tampa. Well, it's getting more exciting here in the third as Darsan DeShazer sits down. Katie Stang will check in. Stang today with 2 points, had a brilliant steal towards the end of the first half and a lay-in at the opposite end. She's out there with Salia, Garvin, Labs, and Charles. Basketball in the hands of Aishu will give it back to Ingram. Ingram is a perfect 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc for 11 points. Under a minute here in the third. Nagy makes a move, gets it back out to Ingram, 5 to shoot. Sullivan drives, shot clock winding down, and a heck of a move by Malaysia Sullivan. And the lead is back to 11 at 44-33. Salia on the move. Out to Charles. Garvin into the corner. Stang for three. It's in the air. It is off the back of the iron. Labs tries to keep it alive. Into the hands of Aishu. She'll bring it over the timeline and hold for the final shot here on the third. Sailfish shooting 31%. Tampa has bumped up their percentage. 43%, 19 of 44. 7 seconds on the clock. Sullivan. And we got a traveling violation called on Aishu. So Emily Ashu turns it over back to the Sailfish with 2.6 to go here in the third. Garvin will get it in. Salya will just dribble it out. And that will do it after 3 quarters of play here in West Palm Beach. Tampa pushes their lead up to 11, leading it 44-33. We will return after these messages.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
(44-33) the score. Tampa shooting 43% for the field. Palm Beach Atlantic 31%. Tampa has knocked down 3 of their 6 3-point shot attempts, and they've all belonged to Ingram, who is a perfect 4-4 from the field. Julia Ingram with 11 points and is the second leading scorer on Tampa's team. She will bring the basketball up to start the fourth. Nagy, pump fake, gets Charles in the air, moves in closer, around the rim and out. Garvin with the rebound. Jonica to bring it up over the timeline. Works around Ingram, goes up over Nagy, but it's rebounded by Tampa. A 9.5 on the clock. Ingram. Stasia Tyter gives it up. Sullivan now has it with 12 to shoot. They look inside, and we got a foul. It is going to be on Oyedeji. So Ibby gets hit with her first foul. First on the Fish here in the fourth. Tyter retreats. New shot clock to work. Ingram has it. The 5'9" sophomore to Clearwater gives it up. Nagy gives it back. 12 to shoot. Nagy again, pump fake, makes a move, left hand, left side, and it's off the glass and in. Largest lead for the Spartans now at 13. Nagy with an impressive 17 points now, leading all scorers. Salya the next closest with 12. Garvin has it stripped away. Ingram comes away with it. Ingram in the bring it up. Oyedeji guarding. And it's into the hands of Stasia Tyter. Well, Nagy's averaging 13.5 points a game. It's Tyter who's averaging 13.7. And another 3 goes down for Tampa. Emily Ashu makes it a 49-33 ball game with 8 minutes on the clock. 3 ball from the corner for Charles, and a line drive. Triple try goes down. So the Fish getting 3 right back. Lead back to 13. Ashu. Tyter in the air, through the net. Stasia Tyter now with 13 points. And the lead back up to 16. Little confusion by Palm Beach Atlantic getting it in. Oyedeji brings it over the timeline. Stang feeds it inside. Left hand and the roll to go with it. So a hoop in the harm for the Sailfish, courtesy of Jonica Garvin. Garvin now with 11, looking to make it 12 as the Sailfish will send in Victoria Self. Anaya Ross and Caroline Patrick into the ball game. Caroline battling injury all season long. Jonica between the legs, launches it up and able to put it through. I mentioned thought Garvin was going to be up at a dozen instead. No, she's only at 10 points. So her and Salia, the only Sailfish in double digits. They have 22 of the Sailfish 39. Crossover by Titer. Sullivan out to Aishu, and a traveling violation will give it back to the Fish. 52-39, under 7 to play here in the fourth. Garvin now with 10 points, 8 rebounds, had a double-double, as mentioned about in the last game. I believe she had 16 rebounds to go with those 28 points in the victory against Lynn. Here's Salia. Inside of Ross, spin move, fade away on the shot, no bounce. Rebound by Titer. Titer with her 5th board to go along with 13 points. Titer gets it back. Sullivan shovel pass, Ingram for 3, off the mark, rebounded by Garvin. She'll push it over the timeline, bringing it up. Line, lane, right hand, got it. Garvin now with the dozen, and it's 52-41 with 6 minutes to go. Victoria Self on Ingram. Nagy getting a little more spacing by Ross now. He was getting beat off the dribble rather a lot. But backing off a little bit gives Nagy some fewer options. Titer elects to go with the 3. Contact made after she lands, no whistle. Salia to bring it up. Salia wants it back, open for 3. It's in the air, it's through the net. Mina Salia now with 15. And that'll pull the Fish within 8 with 5.5 to go. Timeout going to be called on the court. It is a media timeout. Sailfish not done yet. Plenty of time in this one. 5:28 on the clock, 52-44. Tampa with the lead.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Sailfish continuing to fight hard on their home court, battling back to within 8, being down by as many as 16 here in the second half. Palm Beach Atlantic has hit 4 of their last 5 shots. UT has gone in a scoring drought the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Sailfish on an 8-0 run. Nagy, jump shot around the rim, no, rebounded by Self. Need those not to go down if you're Palm Beach Atlantic. Nagy got hot here in the second after shooting 1 of 8 in the first half. Salia left open for the corner 3, and it's just off the mark. Garvin fights for the offensive rebound. She'll pull it out. Salia gets it back, and now Self will set up the offense. 4:45 to play. Victoria, the end of the corner to Salia. They try to feed it into Ross, deflected out. Mina gets it back, 15 to shoot. Patrick has it into the corner. Back out to Yaz. Yaz trying to penetrate. Here it is by Patrick. Short on a three. Garvin there underneath. Off the glass, no. But she's hit in the process and will go to the line. Garvin, who has just gone off to a mediocre game right now, 5 of 10 from the field for 12 points. We'll have to wait for the free throws, and another timeout is indicated here at the Rubin Arena. It is an immediate timeout. We'll break and be back. Free throws coming up for Jonica Garvin when we come back.
The Arrigo Automotive Group are longtime supporters of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Known for their wide selection of vehicle offerings at multiple locations in South Florida, Arrigo offers a comprehensive new and used car buying experience including parts, service, and repairs, not to mention straightforward financing. Search their inventory and schedule a test drive from your smartphone or by visiting them online at arrigo.net today. Looking for a night out with friends or family after the game? Consider any one of the 15 Duffy Sports Grill locations here in Palm Beach County. Visit the Clematis location just 1 mile from PBA for great food, excellent service, and a sports watching experience like nowhere else. Head over to duffysmvp.com for the full menu, including great lunch specials, and to check out their 10 delicious wing flavors.
The Sailfish been on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds that have got them within 8 points. 52-44, Spartans with the lead. Jonica Garvin is who they need to get moving here, and she has 12 points off 5 of 10 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line, and will head back to the free throw line out of the media timeout. One person that Joyce picked things up is Mina Salia with 15 points, 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Let's throw two assists and a rebound in there to go in 28 minutes of work for her. So Garvin heads to the free throw line. Sailfish as a team, 67%, have only been there 3 times as she hits on hers, and it's been Garvin the only one taking the shots. Sailfish now 3 of 4 from the line. Garvin 3 of 4 from the line. Get a good look at what she's staring at with the backboard cam. Garvin gets them both, and the lead down to 6. Garvin now with 14 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double. Aishu feeds it off. Nagy has it, tells Aishu, you got to cut down. Garvin on the defense, they're going to hit her with a foul. She wrapped her arm around the backside. Garvin with her 3rd personal foul, 2nd on the Sailfish. Chris Nelson will return to action for Tampa, and so will Darsanda Shazer. She'll come in for Caroline Patrick. Dory Nagy inbounds to Nelson. Nelson, who started the ball game, has only played it in 11 minutes. It's been mostly Ingram, Titer, Nagy, Ishu, and Sullivan. Titer with a jumper, in and out, no good. The drought continues for Tampa. Self finds open Darsanda Shazer. She's blocked again, and Aya Ross able to get the rebound. Back out to Darsand. Mina now to Victoria Self. 14 to shoot. Self says move on down. Garvin comes up. Self drives, left hand, throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Nelson. 3.5 to play. Spartans have no problem eating up as much of this clock as they can. Nagy. Well, they were looking for Titer on the baseline back cut. Salia able to cut that off. Nelson puts up the J. No, rebounded by Salia. Mina, top side of the screen. Garvin sets for the corner 3. She's short, and it's rebounded by Nagy. Nagy with her 7th rebound as we hit the 3-minute mark. 17.7 rebounds, 2 assists for Nagy on 7 of 17 shooting. She has the basketball now. Garvin up on her. Taylor Labs getting set to check in as Ingram launches a 3, and she misses. Boy, UT has not scored in nearly 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And the Sailfish still struggling. DeShazer feeds it inside to Garvin. Garvin turns, goes up right hand, gets it off the glass. Jonica Garvin now with 16 and the Fish within 4. That's as close as they got early on here in the first half. And then Tampa able to spread it out a bit and get some more division. Got up by as many as 16, but the Sailfish have swam back into this one. Nagy spins and turns it over. Salya kicks it off her foot, out of bounds back to Tampa. Mina knows that, oh, that one just literally slipped through her fingers. And substitutions for the Sailfish. Self will sit down along with Anaya Ross. Well, we see Ashu check in for Tampa. Nelson sits down. Labs came back in, and so did Claudia Charles into the contest. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Here's Ingram. Labs playing defense. Tighter. Oh, Shalia nearly coming away, knocking that basketball out of Tighter's hands. Tighter on the baseline, good defense. Timeout called by Tampa. Tom Jesse saying, I'm going to have to help you out with this one. Minute 43 on the clock. Sailfish trail by 4, 52-48. We'll be back after the timeout here on the Sailfish Sports Network.
The next time you travel to town to watch the Fish do battle, consider staying at the official hotel partner of Palm Beach Atlantic Athletics, the Holiday Inn Airport and Conference Center. The Holiday Inn is conveniently located less than a mile from the Reeker Athletic Campus and is easily accessible to Palm Beach International Airport and our downtown campus. With deluxe accommodations for teams and fans alike, be sure and choose Holiday Inn for your next overnight stay, and don't forget to ask for the special PBA Sailfish rate.
Well, we'll go back to action. We took a look at some replay graphics, and oh my gosh, it's a giant sailfish. Sailfish Jack cheering on. The Fish trying to get them going. They're only trailing by 4. Tampa with the basketball. Here's Tighter trying to break this Spartan drought. Puts it up, shot of the rim, no good. Salya with the rebound. Third rebound for Mina. She'll bring it over the timeline. Sailfish surprisingly still in this one. Both teams struggling from the field today. Tampa has not scored in over 6 minutes now. Nearly the entire fourth quarter. Charles corner 3, and she got it! 52-51, Sailfish down by 1 with a minute to go. Julia Ingram being guarded by Taylor Labs around the screen. Tampa still looking to break that drought. 14 on the shot clock, 52 on the game clock. Charles in the middle, cuts her off. Tighter has it, 7 to shoot. Trying to get some spacing, drives, throws it up, fouled, and it's not going to go down. Tampa fought hard for that one. Stasia Tighter earning her trip to the free throw line. Sailfish playing some solid defense as that shot clock dwindled down. So Stasia Tighter will go to the line. Tighter, the first Spartan besides Nagy to go to the free throw line here today. Not many fouls called on the shots today. Tighter's free throw goes in. That will end the drought for Tampa, who hasn't scored in nearly 6.5 minutes. And a substitution for Tampa, Julia McClure, the senior out of New Jersey, checking in for the first time. McClure down there on the blocks. Spartans lead 53-51. Tighter's free throw is through. Stasia now with 15 points, second on the Tampa team, behind Nagy with 17. On the Sailfish side, Jonica Garvin with 16 points off 6 of 12 shooting. And why not? Let's throw in 12 rebounds to go with it. Also, Sailfish shooting 34% from the field, 20 of 58. Tampa, you take a look at them there on the bench, 40% shooting, 22 of 55. It's been a sloppy game. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's a 23 turnovers between these two teams. Tampa with 12, Palm Beach Atlantic with 11. The shooting, there's just been droughts. Like as I mentioned, Tampa hasn't scored a field goal in 7 minutes. This whole fourth quarter, they've struggled. The only thing that bailed them out there was some good penetration by Stage the Tider to get in there, and then she knocks down both free throws, giving Tampa a 54-51 lead. So Palm Beach Atlantic gets the basketball, 42 seconds to play. Salia will bring it up. As soon as she touches it, the clock will start. Labs is in there. Garvin is in there. The Shazer also out on the floor. Salia open to the corner. Wants a spin move by Garvin. Puts it up, and the foul to go with it. Jonica Garvin with 18 points. The 19th will tie it up. The crowd loving it here at the Rubin Arena. Anaya Ross is going to check back in for the Sailfish. Claudia Charles will sit down. Charles hitting the big three-pointer to pull the Fish within one. And now Garvin trying to complete a three-point play to tie it up. Jonica sets, aims, fires, hits it, and we're tied at 54. Tom Jesse wants a timeout. Tampa will get the ball with 34.5 seconds to play. What a ball game this has turned into here in West Palm Beach, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout is called. We'll take a break and be back. Tie ball game here in West Palm with 34 seconds to go.
Why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community. A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
Anchored in values.
Anchored in truth.
We educate, mentor, pray for our students.
So they can confidently
launch.
Well, there they are. Palm Beach Atlantic, they will not stop fighting. Menisherides and her ball club, down by as many as 16 here in the second half, have battled back. And after defeating Sunshine State Conference foe Lynn University on the 30th here on their home floor, 67-45, a game that they held the entire time. They found themselves in a different position here today, coming from behind and tying the ball game up. Tampa with the basketball. 34 seconds to go. Julia Ingram, dangerous shooter, being guarded by Victoria Self. Self trying to go away for the steal, misses on it. 19 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Ingram almost loses the handle there. Self, great defense. The pass is over to Nagy. Dangerous jump shooter. She can also get inside, moves on Ross, spin move, puts it up. The foul in the bucket. What a move by Dory Nagy, who came out on fire in the second half, was held silent for the last 7 minutes, and right here reannounces herself in the fourth. 19 points now for Nagy. We'll look at it again. The spin move, the contact, and finally a roll goes down for Tampa, who has had some very, very poor luck here in the fourth, not getting hardly any rolls. Nagy trying to pick up her 20th point. This could be countering the Sailfish three-point play to tie it. Nagy 3 for 3 from the line here already and hits it to make it a 3-point Spartan lead, 57-54. Coach Reedus will call timeout. The Sailfish back to the drawing board. You see them gather by the bench as timeout is called by the Sailfish. It is a full timeout. We're going to take that break. 9.1 seconds remaining. 3-point ball game. We'll be back.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
All right, here we go. Katie Stang checking into the ball game. Taylor Labs is in there. I'm going to say I'm going to Tony Romo this and say they get it to Stang, and she's going to knock it down. Salya gets it on the inbound. 7 on the clock. Katie Stang looking for 3, feeds it off. Garvin launches it, and it's high off the glass. Salya with the rebound, launches the shot, but time expires. And the Spartans hang on to defeat the Sailfish 57-54, the final score. Palm Beach Atlantic 21 of 60 for the field for 35%. University of Tampa 23 of 56 for 41%. 3-point field goal. Sailfish with the advantage there, 7 of 25 for 28%. And Tampa goes 5 of 11 for 45% from beyond the arc. Not a lot of fouls called in this ball game until the very end, and they were impactful. Jonica Garvin with a big 3-point play. She went 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and that was the Sailfish free throw attempts. 83% on that 5 of 6. Tampa 6 of 6. They knocked down some high pressure shots from the charity strike. Turnovers. Tampa turned it over one more time than Palm Beach Atlantic. 12-11 there. Rebounding. Palm Beach Atlantic with a +2 advantage, 36-34. It was a hard-fought game, and you got to give credit to the Sailfish. They did not give up. Tampa with that huge scoring drought in the fourth quarter, went 7 minutes without any points on the board that allowed the Sailfish to battle back from a 16-point deficit. Jonica Garvin, 19 points following up her 28-point effort. Another double-double, 19 points, 12 rebounds in 36 minutes of play. Mina Salya also stepping it up, 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 32 minutes of action on the court. 9 points for Claudia Charles, 3 of 5 shooting, 22 minutes of play for her. On the other side, 20 big points by Dory Nagy for Tampa, 8 of 18 shooting, 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, 7 rebounds, 2 assists in 37 minutes of action. Stacia Tyner, 15 points, 6 of 17 shooting, and she also added 5 rebounds and 2 assists and played all 40 minutes of this one. Tampa will improve to 16-6 on the season, pick up their 10th win of the conference, 10-4 in the Sunshine State, and Palm Beach Atlantic will fall to 3-16 on the year, 1-12 now in a growth year for this Sailfish program. I want to thank you for joining us for this matchup. Be sure to stay tuned to PBASailfish.com for the men's contest coming up in approximately 29 minutes and 27 seconds. The women will tip things off against Rollins on the night. That'll be a trip to Winter Park. That's a 2 o'clock tip-off this weekend, and they will return home on the 16th to battle Eckerd. Once again, PBASailfish.com for anything and everything that is Sailfish Athletics. Men game tipping it off here in 29 minutes. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Chris Dietrich signing off. TJ Budd.